Burbank, California. NBC Studios, May 3, 1973. Thursday night, 11:15 p.m. The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson is recording, not recording, broadcasting, live. This is important. In 1973, The Tonight Show broadcasts live to the East Coast at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, tape delayed for the West Coast. Right now, 12 million Americans are watching. Families in living rooms, insomniacs in bedrooms, college students in dorms, night shift workers on break. The Tonight Show is appointment television. Johnny Carson is America's host, trusted, beloved, safe. The set is familiar to everyone. Johnny's desk on the right, guest chair and couch on the left, curtain in the background where guests enter, Doc Severinsen and the NBC orchestra on the elevated platform, cameras on dollies, audience in tiered seating, 200 people in the studio. The atmosphere is relaxed. This is entertainment. This is comfort. This is what America does before bed. Tonight's guest is Bruce Lee. He is sitting in the guest chair, wearing a dark tailored suit, white shirt, thin black tie, hair perfectly styled. He looks sharp, professional. He has been on for 8 minutes. Johnny introduced him as the martial arts expert and star of the upcoming film, Enter the Dragon. The audience applauded. Bruce walked out, shook Johnny's hand, sat down. They have been talking about martial arts, about Hollywood, about stereotypes, Asian actors' face. Johnny is genuinely interested, asking good questions. Bruce is articulate, charming, funny. The interview is going well. Johnny says, "So Bruce, in your movies you do all these incredible kicks and punches. Is that real or is it sped up by the camera?" Bruce smiles. "It is real, Johnny. No camera tricks, just training." Johnny says, "Can you show us something? Maybe a quick demonstration?" The audience applauds, wants to see. Bruce stands, says, "I can show you a simple technique. May I borrow Ed for a moment?" Ed McMahon laughs, stands up from his seat next to Johnny's desk, walks over. Bruce says, "Ed, just stand naturally. I am going to show how to redirect someone's force." Ed stands facing Bruce. Bruce gently demonstrates a wrist redirect, touches Ed's arm, shows how leverage works. Ed plays along. The audience is fascinated. This is good television, informative, safe, fun. In the third row of the audience, seat 18, a man is sitting, Daniel Crawford, 28 years old. White, thin, gaunt face, dark circles under eyes, wearing jeans and a flannel shirt, hair uncombed. He has been sitting quietly for the entire show. Nobody noticed him. Nobody paid attention. Just another audience member. But Daniel is not like the others. Daniel is off his medication, has been off it for 6 weeks. His paranoid schizophrenia is unmanaged, untreated, and he has been obsessing over Bruce Lee for months. Subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, and comment. More true Bruce Lee stories are coming. Daniel believes Bruce Lee is part of a conspiracy, believes Eastern martial arts are being used to weaken American men, to make them worship foreign ideas, to destroy traditional American values. He has written letters to NBC, threatening letters. Security received them, flagged them, tried to identify the sender. Never did. The letters were mailed from different locations. No return address, no way to trace. Tonight, Daniel decided to act. He bought a ticket to The Tonight Show. Just walked up to the box office, bought a ticket like anyone else, waited in line with other audience members, went through security, metal detectors at the entrance, standard procedure. Daniel walked through, no alarm, because the knife in his boot is ceramic. 6-inch blade, kitchen knife. Ceramic does not conduct electricity, does not trigger metal detectors. Daniel read about this, planned this. The security guard waved him through. Daniel smiled, took his seat. Third row, center, good view of the stage. Now Bruce is on stage, demonstrating a technique with Ed McMahon. Daniel's hands are shaking. His breathing is fast, shallow. The voices in his head are screaming, telling him to act, telling him Bruce Lee is the enemy, telling him this is his moment. This is why he is here, to save America, to stop the poison. Daniel stands up. Sudden. The people sitting next to him glance over, but do not think much of it. Maybe he is going to the bathroom, but Daniel does not move toward the aisle. He shouts, loud, voice cracking, "You are poisoning America. You are teaching our children to worship false gods." The audience turns, looks at him, confused. Is this part of the show? Is this a plant? Johnny Carson looks toward the audience, confused too. Bruce stops demonstrating, looks toward the voice. Ed McMahon says, "Sir, please sit down." Daniel reaches down, pulls something from his boot, a knife, ceramic blade, white, 6 inches long. He holds it up. The audience sees it, starts screaming. People in the front rows stand, try to move away. Daniel starts running, down the 3rd row aisle toward the stage. Fast, determined, eyes locked on Bruce Lee. The studio erupts into chaos. Audience screaming, standing, trying to get away. Cameras are still rolling, still broadcasting. The director in the control room is shouting into his headset, "Stay on it. Keep cameras on it. Do not cut away. This is live. This is happening." 12 million people watching. Johnny Carson is frozen at his desk. His face shows shock, confusion, fear. Ed McMahon steps back, away from Bruce. Self-preservation. Doc Severinsen and the band stop playing, just staring. NBC security is backstage. Heard the screaming, running toward the stage. But they are 15 seconds away, maybe 20. Have to navigate through backstage corridors, through doors. They are coming, but they are not here yet. Daniel reaches the stage. Jumps up. It is a low stage, easy to access. He lands, stumbles slightly, regains balance. He is 10 feet from Bruce. The knife is in his right hand, raised, pointed at Bruce. Daniel is shouting, "You are destroying us. You are the serpent. I will stop you." Bruce is standing center stage, next to Ed McMahon's abandoned position. His body language changes, not panicked, not frozen. Calm, focused. His weight shifts, balanced, hands at his sides, but ready. He is reading Daniel, watching the knife, watching Daniel's eyes, watching his feet, calculating. Daniel moves closer. 8 feet, 6 feet. Bruce does not move backward, does not retreat, just stands, watching. The audience is screaming. Johnny is still frozen. The cameras are filming everything. Control room is still broadcasting. The director is yelling, "Do not cut, do not cut," to commercial. This is news now. This is history. 4 feet. Daniel lunges, knife coming forward, aimed at Bruce's chest. Amateur attack, telegraphed. Desperate. Bruce moves, not away, offline, sidestep. Minimal movement. Just enough. The knife passes where Bruce was, misses. Bruce's left hand shoots out, grabs Daniel's right wrist. The hand holding the knife, thumb pressing into the nerve cluster on the inside of the wrist. Daniel's hand opens involuntarily. Neurological response. Cannot control it. The knife falls, hits the stage floor. Ceramic clatters on wood. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, like the video, and comment. More true Bruce Lee stories are coming. Bruce's right hand comes up, open palm, strikes Daniel's solar plexus. Gentle, controlled, not hard, just enough. Daniel's breath exits. Diaphragm spasms. He doubles over, cannot breathe. Bruce guides him down, to the floor, face down, knee on Daniel's back, controlling him, pinning him. The entire sequence took 8 seconds. From lunge to control, 8 seconds. NBC security arrives. 4 guards, running onto stage. They see Bruce kneeling over Daniel, Daniel on the ground, gasping, trying to breathe. The knife on the floor 3 feet away. Security does not know what happened, just sees the result. One guard says, "Sir, step back." Bruce stands, steps away. Hands, visible, non-threatening. Security takes over, Two guards grab Daniel, pull his arms behind his back, handcuff him. Daniel is crying now, not from pain, from confusion, from the voices, from failure. Johnny Carson finally moves, stands up from his desk, walks over to Bruce. "Are you okay?" Bruce nods. "I am fine." Johnny looks at Daniel being restrained by security, looks at the audience, 200 people in shock, some crying, some stunned silent. Johnny looks at the camera, at America, 12 million people watching. He does not know what to say. This has never happened before. Not on The Tonight Show, not on live television. The director's voice in Johnny's earpiece. "Say something, Johnny. We are still live." Johnny clears his throat, says to the camera, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have just experienced an incident. A member of our audience attempted to attack our guest, Bruce Lee. The individual has been restrained by security. Everyone is safe. Bruce is safe. Nobody was hurt. We are going to take a commercial break. When we return, we will continue." The director cuts to commercial. First commercial break in Tonight Show history that was unscheduled. In living rooms across America, 12 million people are processing what they just saw. Did that really happen? Was it real? On The Tonight Show? On Johnny Carson? Backstage, during the commercial break, NBC executives are swarming. Producers, lawyers, network security chief. Everyone talking at once. Daniel Crawford is being taken to a holding room. Police are on the way. Burbank PD. The knife is being photographed. Evidence, statements will be taken. This is attempted assault on live television. With 12 million witnesses, Johnny's producer approaches Bruce. "Are you okay to continue? We can end the show now if you want." Bruce says, "I am fine. Let's continue." The producer says, "Are you sure?" Bruce says, "Yes. If we end now, people will be afraid. They will think martial arts is about violence. I want to finish the interview. Show them I am just a person, not dangerous. Just a teacher." Commercial break ends. Cameras come back on. Johnny is at his desk. Bruce is back in the guest chair, sitting, calm, like nothing happened. Johnny says to camera, "We are back. As you saw before the break, we had an incident. Our guest Bruce Lee was attacked by an audience member. Security has the individual in custody. Bruce, are you okay?" Bruce says, "I am okay, Johnny. Thank you." Johnny says, "What you just did, that was incredible. You disarmed him in seconds. How did you stay so calm?" Bruce says, "Training, Johnny. When you train for years, your body responds automatically. You do not think, you just act. But I want to be clear, what I did was defense, not offense. I did not hurt that man. I just stopped him from hurting anyone." Johnny says, "You absolutely did. You protected yourself, protected everyone here." Bruce says, "I am glad nobody was hurt. I hope that man gets the help he needs." The audience applauds, tentative at first, then stronger. Standing ovation for Bruce, for his calm, for his restraint, for showing control, not aggression. They continue the interview. Bruce talks about Enter the Dragon, about his philosophy, about teaching. The tone shifts, more serious, but also more powerful, because 12 million people just saw Bruce Lee demonstrate exactly what he has been trying to explain. Martial arts is not about violence. It is about control, about protection, about using minimum force necessary. The show ends. Bruce thanks Johnny, shakes his hand, walks off stage, backstage. Police want his statement. Bruce explains what happened. Daniel lunged. Bruce disarmed him, controlled him, did not strike him aggressively, just defended. The knife is evidence. Witnesses are everywhere. Cameras recorded everything. This is the most documented assault attempt in television history. Daniel Crawford is arrested, charged with attempted assault. Psychiatric evaluation ordered. He is found not competent to stand trial. Committed to psychiatric facility. Mandatory treatment. He spends 3 years there, gets medication, stabilizes, eventually released under supervision. He writes a letter to Bruce, years later, apologizing, saying he was sick, saying he did not understand what he was doing. Bruce never responds, but he keeps the letter. NBC implements new security protocols immediately. Audience screening is enhanced. Metal detectors are supplemented with hand-wand checks. Random bag searches. Ceramic weapons are now part of security training. Guest seating is moved further from stage. Security guards are positioned in audience during live shows. Every network in America copies these protocols. Tonight Show incident becomes case study in broadcast security. The footage is replayed on news programs for weeks. 8 seconds that changed television. Some people criticize Bruce, say he should have done more, should have hurt Daniel, shown strength. Others praise his restraint, say he showed perfect control, used minimal force, demonstrated exactly what martial arts should be. Johnny Carson talks about it in interviews for years, says Bruce Lee saved lives that night, not just his own. If he had reacted violently, if he had hurt that man badly, it would have caused panic. Stampede. People could have been trampled, but Bruce stayed calm, controlled the situation. That is real strength. The Tonight Show incident becomes part of Bruce Lee's legacy, part of his mythology. The night 12 million people watched him prove everything he taught, that martial arts is not about fighting. It is about ending fights. Quickly, safely, with control. 8 seconds on live television that taught America what one man's years of discipline could accomplish when it mattered most. Subscribe. Enable notifications, like the video, and comment below which Bruce Lee moment surprised you most.